Hello, a very good afternoon to all viewers. Now, in today's session, I am going to show you how to write Python script and what are the criterias for developing Python application and in how many scenarios Python will be used. So, as from other languages similar to other languages such as Java, C Sharp and others C++. Python also has some robust features and interactive workplace so that you can develop any kind of application related to image processing, scientific research or games or anything you want. So in order to mm, explore advanced or some basic fundamentals of Python, I'm going to show you how to start with Python. So first of all, I'm going to show you how to write Python script and what are the basic parameters, primitives and other essential commands you have to know when you are working with Python. As in the previous tutorials, I suggest you to work with PyCharm IDE. But now in this case, as this is a beginner level tutorial, I am going to show you how to use command prompt or any notepad mm, mm, notepad program to execute Python script and run Python command and its basic data structure and its basic control flow and others file handling, string manipulation and other important mm, mechanism. So let's get started. And prominently, I would like to tell you in the previous tutorial I told you how to set up environment variables for Python. I have already set up. So before going on to that step, I am going to show you how to write Python script on command line. So let's get started. So as Python in my environment area, I can write Python easy as simple Python. Hit enter. So it is showing Python's version and others information. So Python has a very clear and simple structure as in JavaScript, C and other languages you have to define the type of variables or type of data structure before you are getting started, but in the in this you doesn't have to mention the type of parameter. Python already assigns the corresponding type to the assigned value by the assigned value of it. Let's say up we have variable a is equal to 25. Now the type of the variable a is integer. So here is the Python variable a is equal to 25. Now what is the type of the variable? To find out the type, its type, we have to type. We can find out its type as type a. It shows its type is integer. Now let's say v is equal to string rmn my name. Now if we find its type is v, says string. Now C is equal to something true. Its type is boolean. So in that way you can assign any variables to any uh, value, and that value defines the type of the variable. So these are the basic types: integer, string, boolean, and you can also specify t is equal to in h. Type of d is should be char. Oh, so there is no character. Now its syntax is somewhat similar to, or we can say that if we say have variable g is equal to a plus 8, and then if we press g and then find out value, it returns the value of g is 33. So it's it has normal mathematics work around, and it clearly shows the value of mathematical objects. And similarly, if we want to concatenate, say like Raman, hi, how are you? So we can do that by how are you in another string. Now b is equal to b plus h. Here I concatenate two strings. Now if we print b, is print Raman, how are you? So if we try to concatenate, if it what happens when is a b plus a, so it concatenates it or no, because these are our two kinds. But if we convert a to a string variable for y, b is equal to b plus str, where str is a inbuilt function for changing the integer type to a string. And if we print b, it shows Raman, how are you 25. Now similarly, to convert string, we also convert into integer. That is, if we have some j is equal to a string of 78, then we can convert j into it. Now showing the type of j is string. But if we convert j into integer, say j, now the type is j should be integer. Yes. So you can see here we can manipulate and perform any operation such as a is equal to a plus b or a plus 7. Oops. Oh, here I got unexpected indent error. What does that mean? Python has features to make indentation of certain blocks. What does that mean? That in some other languages such as C, C++, Java, C Sharp, we have to identify the blocks by uh, arranging them in curly braces. But here are not curly braces. Of course here is, but Here curly braces have some other meanings. So here curly braces is not defined by dictionaries, which is I will show you. I will tell you what does that mean. So startingly, to differentiate between a certain blocks, we need indentation. That is, I will show you. That is, if we define a variable a is equal to, or if we define a control block if, and a is equal to 56, let's say a has a value, and we have to check whether the value of a is 56 or not. We define such a way, then press column, then enter, and then press a tab. So the result is print value of a is 56. So the value is, this block executes when the value is of a is 56, and if it is true, it prints the value of a is 56. So the gap between this tab gap is known as the indent. Python generally makes 4 spaces or 8 spaces indent, so that the block arranges itself in a proper indentation. If any statement out of indent, it throws an error, as you are seeing here. I will tell you about of indentation in on later on, but you can see now here we can perform any mathematical or concatenation operation. Now, similar to C++ or Java, we can also import modules. To import modules, we can use import keyword. Import, such as we want time, and we want to show what is the current time. So print, here print is the keyword used to display something on the console here is word or command prompt. So to display anything on the console, or result behavior or result, we can use print function time dot time. So here it is telling about time, current time. In which terms I don't know, but it is telling time. So here time is a module which we imported, and time module has time class which has time function predefined, which displays some result on the screen, as you can see here. Now we head to the control block. Let's say first control block is if else. Let's say a has, let's say j, if we print j, it shows 78. So we want to make sure j is 78. So what can we do? If j is equal to 78, then colon, enter, and then press tab and print. Yes, you are right. Or else, oops, else colon, sorry, if j is equal to else colon, then print. No, you are wrong. And hit enter. Again hit enter. It prints yes, you are right. So value of j is 600. So if we follow out the proper indentation, this everything in this indentation belong to if block, and everything in this successive indentation belong to s block. If we want to make successive if, so we can use elif command, elif keyword in fact. If j is equal to 78, print you are wrong, print yes you are right. Elif, elif is the keyword which tells somewhat, if j is equal to is this condition is this, then do this, and if this condition is this, then do this, and if this condition is this, do this, something like that. If j is less than 78 colon, print you are wrong, else print make sure you are not wrong, and if you hit enter and then hit enter, it makes you are right. So these are the control structure if and else. Apart from this, other control structures are switch, similar to other languages. So let's take some interesting thing, which is function. To define function, we have keyword def, def. Let's we have defined foo function, and here is the, it is same, it is also following the indentation rule. Now def foo a is equal to 96, 90, and it returns a, return a, see, if we assign a value a 45, if we print a, then a is 45, but if a is equal to foo, where we are calling the function foo, then a is absolutely what, 45? No, it is 90. So we can assign a pointer reference or alias to other functions such as if we have bar, then we can assign foo to it and then press enter. Now the bar works same as foo, that is print bar, and it also prints 90. This is aliasing. That means we assign a reference of another function to another variable. So here's function. Now since it is a object oriented language, I will show you in the next tutorial to make a class and inheritance and other object oriented properties. But in this tutorial I will show you the built-in functions and how to define functions and some basic functionalities of Python. Let us say uh, uh, or we can say unlike other languages, it also has arrays. That is, if we have array AR is ARR is equal to, we can define array as a list or as a list in fact. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if we hit enter and then print array, it print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can also define tuples, that is in comma 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4, comma 5, and if we write tub, it shows tuples. Tuples are comma separated value in a bracket. What are the difference between tuples and list? I will show you. I will tell you later on. Similar to it, we have another data structure called dictionary. So to define dictionary, we have, let's say, dic is do curly braces. In a dictionary, each in list or in tuple, each value is stored at some index, that is ARR 0 or ARR 3 or 3 tells the element stored at index 3, but array starting at a 0 index, so 0 1 2 3. So array 1 2 3 array at the third index shows the value 4. You can see that. So if we want to assign a particular name to a particular index, we can use dictionary. So dict is equal to, let's say my name is name colon Raman and age 25. You can assign string to integer, integer to string, or string to string, integer to integer, string to boolean, or maybe you want, maybe what you want. Age 40, 25, and let's say email or role or email raman.pndy@gmail.com, and here the dictionary closes. If we print dic, it shows the dictionary. Now if we want to access a particular value of value in a dictionary, we have to use its corresponding key. What is the mean? That means dictionary always store values in key value pair. That is, a key is a reference to index or value is assigned to that key. That is, here name is a key and Raman is a value assigned to it. So if we want to want to print age, we can write like this and hit enter. It shows the corresponding values to the corresponding key. Similarly, we have loop in it. Let's say we want to traverse for I in for loop. Here write it as for in I in range 0 to 5 indentation print I, hit enter, and it will show 0 1 2 3 4. That is included in range 0 to 4. 0 inclusive or 5 exclusive. So we can also iterate over list for I in air, I in air print I. It shows the list values one by one, 1 2 3 4 5. If we want to know about the of index and the position of the list values, we can also use it for I comma for index comma well in enumerate ARR print indx comma well. It shows the value in table format 0 comma 1 1 comma 2. At 0 index it has value 1. At 1 index it has value 2. At 2 index at index value 2 it has value 3. At index value 3 it has value 4. At index value 4 it has value 5. So thanks for watching. You can comment here or send any suggestion or feedback, or you can also send or message me on my Facebook ID here. Thanks for watching. In the next tutorial I will show you how to use different data structures or object oriented language in Python. Thank you.